Hi, I'm Simba Tagz and I'm a producer, mixing engineer and mastering engineer. A lot of it is about the company you keep. I've had the same circle of friends, and something very interesting that Gore told me, Gore, Dara. Like we're having like tiffs with other artists or whatever, like among ourselves. And you're just like, bro, remember this music is temporary. It's only at best 10, 20 years of your life. Okay, if you become a music executive, it's much longer. But friendship is for life. And so basically music is a small part of it's gonna be a small part of your life. If you live to 60, 70, this is gonna be just a third. So you're gonna have people before, you're gonna have people after. Don't become something or start beefs because of stuff like that. So it's keeping the same circle of friends, I would say. Every Saturday, Friday, usually just hanging out with the same people. We do the same things. They don't treat me any different. So there's no reason to feel any Asha. Plus, that's not pressure. It's always good to go somewhere. I'm not saying we're not fully appreciated in Zimbabwe, but it's good to go somewhere into shows where you get treated like artists. I think my first big, Pan-African show was this one called African Music Concert. And it was in Joburg. And that was my first time going to somewhere. Moving on my changing room, and it's got your name on it. You get inside, there's water waiting for you. There's juice, you know what I mean? Next to your changing room, there's fucking on the whiskey. Afterwards, artist green room, you're seeing all these people you're seeing on MTV. So just all those kind of experiences where you step out into the, out of your comfort zone or into the world are always just, they open your mind. Zvakanaka was around the time of that festival that I'm talking about. So I just come from Cyprus from a show. I was in Zim for like a week and a half. Then I went to that show. So I was just on a high energy. You know what I mean? So then that's when we went to Kenako and recorded the song. But so with the hits and with all the things, you never really think about. I don't think you should overthink your music like that. Is this going to be? I've seen people who do that and that's fine. But for me personally, I'm not the type of person who writes a song and is thinking, but I know what the formula would be. It would probably just be to go back to DJ Tramuka. Because it was just the basic, the meat, the energy of our sounds. But we've made beats together even after that. Like we're making beats for Queen V, like we'd like to submit to Queen V. And even the energy in there, you can tell the way we feed off each other is what we need. So basically what would be needed for another version of that would be just to go back to the same guy who brought that energy out of me. I have very few sessions where I'm sitting with the artist. Tammy is cool, she's good energy. Amara is cool. I don't have a playlist. No Mwari. Charisma was playing me R-Pills. I've been listening to a lot of R-Pills. I've listened to Holy 10 this afternoon. Then all the usual stuff, like Joanna Tammy, Hello Mwari, Master, Ja Praiser. Octane. Supposed to be working on stuff with Octane soon. Yeah. Anything anyone else is listening. So a lot of my focus was based on that. Like early on in the year, I wanted to go spend probably the majority of my year there, just pushing. Because everyone passes through there. It's like the hub. So I was just listening to a lot of UK hip hop. And then those are the type of beats I think I had. But also, I decided not to limit myself that much as an artist. Because then, it was like, I don't want to rap anymore. So if you heard Sound System and now Batman, oh, glory. The title track is featuring Tammy, actually. I guess it's just a mixture of Afrobeats and this group of flavor and Victoria. Probably out early next time. From an industry perspective, our industry is very small in terms of the amount of artists we have. So if we were to look at it even versus a country like Nigeria, population-wise, what do they have, 200 million? Yeah. It's just 120. Yeah. And then we're all, as many genres as they are, and usually in Africa, gospel is number one. Takes maybe 40% of the market. So the last 60 is trying to be shared among everyone. Rap, Zim, whatever you want. everything is trying to be shared there. But also there's just the issue of availability of internet to people, disposable income for people. Those are two different things. So the only choice we have is to go regional or continental. With people like an universal, Malay boys, they'll be making money off you regardless of what you do. Because Canada produce, if it's publishing, for example, Canada produce that one. Every time, but we are my payouts, my song, my royalty, they're collecting. Whether or not I, did anything. But seeking out new opportunities and things like that, it's up to you to push. I don't know if you ever saw in my interview at Tiger by Tarating. Young Money didn't really make him that much money. It was his own push. Being with Young Money was definitely a plus, but then even if you're on, I don't know, Rock Nation, there's no way that everything is spoon-fed. You have to go out, make good music, get the links, do the things. So we end up Universal every day. Who else is producing an album right now? Big graph. Yo, this is your boy Simba Tagz, and don't forget to check out Badman and Utando Kue with DJ Edu on all your streaming platforms.